Graham Annesley about to blow time on. Bulldogs left, right. And there it is. Off the boot of Halligan, we're underway. First of the semi-finalists in either conference is about to drop out. Chance for Canterbury early. Big tackle by Darren Britt. Looking for a spot in the Australian Super League side. He'll try and enforce that tonight, or reinforce it. Berrigan was hit hard. Penrith, all hands on deck. Swinging arm from Gall. Hetherington. Got a ball off. Holmono. Halligan.
I'll tell you who's in trouble, Ray, the ref. He's just got need and he's limping around out the back there. He's gone, Annesley.
Berrigan. Polomata. Back on the 20. They've lost 10. How's he doing now, Annesley? Norton.
He's struggling. Last tackle here. Travis Norton in good position. In fact, kicks across.
Berrigan's kick. Oh, Canterbury had a catch on it. Went backwards off him into touch with Penrith. It will be a Canterbury feed and loose head, if I've read it the same as Annesley.
It came off one of the Canterbury players and then picked up by Jorgensen. He was taken into touch. Strong start from Canterbury. A big hit on Carl McNamara, only the second tackle of the game. And that got them possession. Here's some more.
All Canterbury in the opening minutes. Golden opportunity as Timu plays it. Ryan. Put away by Matt Adamson. Britt. Canterbury up the centre. Hetherington looking around, using the block. Price in 13.
It's got to be a penalty.
Got it away. Penalty to the Bulldogs.
There was a Penrith player, the first man on that side of the ruck, who he must have been 6 or 7 metres offside. He went up before the ball even looked like being played.
I think it was Danny Farrell.
Yeah, I think Penrith more than happy maybe to give away 2 points here. They were gone. I mean, you can't hold out a side in this present-day competition for 18 tackles.
Well, if it was Danny Farrer, and it was, Matt Adamson was in front of him. Halligan, 17 metres out and 20 metres in from touch on the hillside. Rain coming straight down. He finished second behind. He's looking to break Greg Alexander's club record tonight. Halligan gets it away to a good start for the blue and whites. Third minute, they lead 2-0. They start as favourites for this one tonight, which is quite intriguing. They went down in round 12, 28-20 to Penrith. And then in round 17, 44 points to 8. But bookmakers have installed them as favourite.
I guess the only reason that you could fathom behind that is the fact that Canterbury finished 4th on the competition ladder to Penrith's 5th after the 18 rounds. Matt Adamson again taking the kick back. The Panthers this time, they will be dead set keen to make sure they don't give away any possession. This will help.
Of course, Penrith forced to play this game at Belmore Sports Ground after frittering away 2 points against Adelaide in the closing round. They may come to rue that, with due respects to Adelaide, a match they should never have lost. Oh, big shoulder by Hetherington. That would please Chris Anderson. This is Phil Adamson. There is a thought that Penrith might have a soft underbelly.
Stephen Price got as good a shoulder as anybody in there. And that was Carl McNamara again. He's taken it up 3 times and been hammered on each occasion as Danny Farrer picks up 10 good metres up the middle of the ruck.
Red zone has been achieved. then from Brown. Well, that ball was propelled forward off Gall. He's ruled 5th tackle. Now Carter gets a grubbing kick in and finds the line about 12 metres out from the line. Has a look at the touch, judge.
What about the pass to Jody
Gall?
How
bad was it?
You'd just pull your hands back from it, wouldn't you?
I mean, Canterbury Hospital's not far up the road. He was heading there.
Just Price again.
I still can't work out why it wasn't deemed as a knock-on. Now the Bulldogs work it away towards the 20-metre line, and the 3rd penalty of the game goes to Canterbury. There's a blue one up the back. They're fighting in the bleachers. Annesley trying to separate them. You old-timers could be forgiven for thinking it was Fred Hennebury at the stadium. No, get out of it.
Play for Townsend. Lead.
Have some respect for the great sportsmen of the past, please.
This was Matt Adamson came through.
It's a semi-final, but we don't get away with anything other than what we would normally do, okay? Mate, they were up and they've got to come back. You pull them back. He's on report for it.
Well, Adamson came through with a big tackle. Annesley had given the penalty. And something must have happened. They've gone on with it after this. Oh, there's a chop.
Well, I tell you what, it must have been a fairly aggressive household this week. Matt Adamson and Ryan Gurler share the same place. A couple of tackles they've been involved in, they've come in with a couple of cheap shots. That one earned a penalty. The other two went undetected by the referee.
Darren Britt. Hormono pulled off the tackle of the year here the other night. Gee, I'll tell you what, they're hitting hard. They're not out of the manuals. A lot of shoulder charges. Oh, that's a great tackle. Right around the midsection. Hetherington away. Polomata to the right foot. It's a lovely kick. Chance still for the Bulldogs.
Check.
Touch judge likes it. He wants the video referee.
Well, I hope that we get a chance to see here where the chases were as well in relation to the kicker.
El Magic might have scored here.
The kick comes from Craig Polomata.
They're okay, Pete.
Yeah, no problems there at all. Let's have a look at the end of it. Penrith players going back. Beckett flies high, he touches it.
I reckon it's been knocked forward there by El Masri. He hasn't even...
He hasn't got
doesn't
downward
put downward
pressure.
pressure on the
There's
court.
nothing doing there. I just thought that El Masri got his left hand on the football there, and it's been knocked forward anyway, so that should be no try.
Did the ball touch the corner post as it went out? Can anybody verify that?
Well, he's knocked on before that, hasn't he? So that...
Well, if it's El Masri, yes, exactly. If it's El Masri, it'll be out to the 20-metre line anyway. This should be knocked back. It is. 20-metre restart as well, indicated on the screen. 2 points to 0, Canterbury. Let's go with it one more time.
Well, it's not going to be a good night for fullbacks and wingers, isn't it? Very difficult conditions out there. There's no way knowing there's downward pressure there from El Masri, so the decision is the right one, and now another penalty, this time going Penrith's way.
Now, in amongst all of that, Andrew Voss's on the sidelines, and if you think Canterbury's defence has been a little bit wayward, Penrith, I think they finished at the bottom of the table, Andrew.
Yeah, that's 100% right, just contributing to that discussion on why perhaps Canterbury are favourites tonight, given the fact that Penrith did flog the Bulldogs just a couple of weeks back. Penrith's record is last of the 10 Telstra Cup clubs this year, and that was also the case, if you remember, through the 6 games in the World Club Challenge. So they really have had a dusty year in terms of tackling.
McNamara now. And that's with Danny Farrer, knocked backwards.
Went back.
Phil Adamson's the dummy half. Oh, Carter. They're having trouble with it. That is Jorgensen, is it not? Terrible play the ball. What are they doing, Penrith? Brown gets it away. Matt Adamson gets it on for Gower. Gower's pass goes away, but Annesley has called it back.
Well, Jason Williams was home, but Graham Annesley was copying a knee early. He was in great position there to rule on that. And can you believe it? It came from the scrappiest piece of play you've ever seen. A beautiful ball from Brown on to Adamson. He got it to Bobby Thompson, and the pass from Thompson to the wingman, it was a touch forward.
Jason Williams, though, I mean, he was always going to get a forward pass here. He had to hang back. There was no one in front of him. It's just a matter of timing.
This is Hormono now. Forced back. In fact, he reached the 30-metre line. Eventually, he's made to play the ball 25 out from the Canterbury line. Britt goes up. They put a shoulder charge on him. It was Gall. Now Carter comes away, and he runs into a beauty from Price. That should bring a penalty. Chance for Girdler to level.
Well, you can't complain about the intensity of this game. This is a beauty. They tell me the Canberra Cronulla one was one of the best all year, and this is for intensity. This is matching it. A second effort there. He copped a bit of an elbow, accidental, and Price went on with the tackle.
The boys are ripping in, aren't they?
Good to see.
Oh, excellent stuff. Just the way finals football should be played. Matt Ryan knocking on, picked up by Carter. He got hammered. And then in trying to get to his feet, Stephen Price has pushed him back down. Never any doubt it was going to be a penalty. And now a chance for Ryan Girdler to even up the score after 10 minutes. In a game with a few mistakes, but so many of those mistakes forced by just some bruising defence.
Talking of that match on Saturday night, John Lang, the Cronulla coach and Australian coach, right in front of us. And is that Des Morris?
Des Morris, who is now an Australian Super League selector out here watching, of course, for the Super League Kangaroo Tour at the end of the season.
Eating sausage rolls and pies. As Girdler puts it between the uprights. Not the easiest of kicks. Halligan puts 2 down. Girdler replies. 2 points all, 11 gone. Elimination semi-final of Super League. Welcome back. As Girdler kicks off again for Penrith. Hormono's coming back. Penalty goes to Canterbury.
No, I've got it. What?
Darren Brown.
I've got it, Simon. I'm the referee. Let's not forget that. Okay, thank you. All right, mate. Tackle's too high. You keep it down, okay?
Well, Darren didn't have any doubts that he was the man required. He basically went over with the handcuffs on.
Mate, the best everyone can do is to stay calm and let me call.
So the penalty to Canterbury. What's the atmosphere like down there on the sideline, Andrew?
Oh, it's terrific. Look, it's not the biggest crowd we've seen this year, probably hindered by the wet conditions tonight, but look, it's a real semi-final atmosphere, and I think home ground advantage is definitely being shown up here. The Canterbury fans are really getting into this match.
Price now. Nearly to the 40-metre line. Hetherington on for Hormono.
Just on that, I've got to say that I thought on Saturday night the Shark Park crowd lifted the Cronulla team at vital times, and maybe that will be the case again tonight. It was a disappointing crowd, I thought, on Saturday night. The same applies this evening, but plenty of noise were made by both crowds.
Berrigan, a dummy half, pushing one of the Penrith tacklers away. Polomata's kick, not easy to take. Just outside the 20-metre line. That was Bobby Thompson. Phil Adamson. McNamara. 2 points all. Halligan a penalty. Girdler responded. Gower's kick. Just, that's Rod Silver back there, I was about to say. He didn't amble back like it cost him a try against the Broncos.
It's
a very good tactic, the run-around kick. It was well taken by Rod Silver because the kick went just a little bit too deep. But by Craig Gower going around as 5'8" Steve Carter, the defence comes up, and then it's difficult for them to turn and chase with the outside men for the attacking team on the fly.
To the left of the ground. Darren Britt. They've peeled off some big tackles on the front rower since he made a very big contribution early. Jorgensen. Beckett. Matt Adamson. One of the players that really makes you tackle him. Commands a lot of respect. That's his brother. Now 35 out. 2 points all. Early minutes. Gower's pass is a shocker. And Girdler goes back and cleans it up under the tackle of Polomouta. 15th minute coming up. Carter. Quick play of the ball. Polomouta's offside. Girdler cleans up. Puts in a kick. Silva. Put down by Girdler. I tell you what, it's been a big effort by Girdler in the last 3 plays.
Yeah, he's playing all. Penrith have come here tonight with a plan to play dry weather football. They really have got to change tactics. Some of those 20, 30-metre passes they're trying to throw will never come off with the drizzly conditions.
Norton. Polomouta. His kick fielded by Robbie Beckett. And he makes a break. Tremendous run. 40 metres in all. Play back for Farrell. 6 more tackles. It was the 0 tackle, in fact. Girdler away for Jorgensen to take it infield. El Masri is the tackler.
Thought he threw it a touch too early there, Ryan Girdler. Chance for the winger to get away.
Williams, former Canterbury player. 15 out from the line. Jody Gore. 3 Canterbury players out of it in defence. Now, Gower. Reading about him today, he dearly wants to play hooker. He has to play number 7. Brown's kick. Robert Relf away to the 20-metre line. It was an ambitious attempt by Darren Brown. El Masri put away. Timo admits to an ordinary season this year. Ryan, leading try scorer. Play back for Berrigan. Then Brits. Copybook round the bootlace tackle there by Girdler. Berrigan tries to go between the markers. Reardon is on. Homono is off. Polomouta now to the right foot again, keeping it reasonably low. Scrum will pack on the 10-metre line, 20 in from touch. Penrith into the ground. What's the story on Jason Hetherington, Andrew?
Well, I had a chat with Jason Hetherington before tonight's match. This is his first game since July the 7th. That was a Monday night match Canterbury played against Canberra, so that was before the second round of the World Club Challenge. So you can understand him being a little underdone for tonight's match, coming back from a knee injury. But he admitted one thing, that he'd never been so nervous before a first-grade match than he was going into tonight's game. It really does mean something to him.
Pulatua has now gone into the match, taking the place of Phil Adamson. Talking of Jason Hetherington, Robert Mears is going to have to be very closely watched when he does come on, when the markers are getting tired. Mears has proven somewhat of a specialist, darting out from dummy half, picking up tries.
All right, it will be interesting to see if Robert Mears actually does get a start in this game. They've used a couple now as another mistake here favours Canterbury. Steve Price picks it up and beats a tackle. They have got a couple of players there in Glenn Hughes, who was in the starting lineup, who might come in. Mitch Newton, of course, and they're playing Robert Relf at hooker now, so he may fill that role that Mears has done so in the last couple of weeks.
Well, if that's the case, it's I can only say bad luck for young Mears because he's been outstanding the last couple of times we've watched them. There's the youngster back there alongside Mitch Newton. They work the play down the blind side for Norton. They get the ball away from Gillies. Halligan is with it. 10-metre line. Fire just goes out for a moment. Lofted pass, Polamato. One hand for Reardon. Ball went to ground. Annesley said knock on.
Pretty tough pass thrown there from Steve Reardon to that man on screen, Robert Relf. It didn't give him a great deal of chance to catch it. Changing direction. Robert Relf, he was going one way, the ball was thrown the other. In these conditions, it's really got to be put on the chest.
Thompson. 4-2 the handling errors. Penrith on the wrong side of that statistic. Danny Farrer. And this is Jody Gore. They've had the better of it, Canterbury. What Paul said is very, very true. Penrith have to adjust their thinking. Carl McNamara got hurt in that tackle. I wouldn't be surprised if it's a groin. This kick has been nicely weighted. Silva able to get it back without much trouble. Beats Girdler. Doesn't have the same success with Beckett. Brown was down there. A good chase by the forward. Yeah, and this is Il Masri now.
They really put a good chase on down there, Penrith. They would have seen what Silva did to the Brisbane team this time last Monday night, where he scored a brilliant 70-metre try. They've contained Silva pretty well at this stage.
McGilvray has gone on. This is Hormono. Now Hetherington. And Berrigan. Berrigan puts on a sprint. That carries him into open pasture before he loses the ball. Penrith with it. Couple of metres on their own side of halfway. One of the Canterbury players, El Masri, fell over. Oh, Beckett. Beckett can't handle the pass. Now El Masri, who had some misfortune in defence, comes away in attack.
He had a bit of fortune as well. I think he was offside. It touched a Canterbury hand. He came back from an offside position and picked up the football.
Polamato swivelling in the tackle. Timu was asked to take it ahead. Gets it away for Berrigan, not a good pass. Farrer puts him away. McNamara comes over the top. And that is the halfway line. 2 points all. Hormono puts on a sprint. Shrugs away one. Price was with him, rubbing shoulders. 30-metre line, still a chance. Hetherington for Relf. Relf runs at Carter. Now they're on the 20-metre line. Penrith backpedaling. Norton. Back for Relf. Through Berrigan. Straight through the arms of Polamato. And again Penrith had a chance. And they knock on through Bobby Thompson.
But what about this? If he picks it up, he probably runs, maybe not, Polamato was there, but he certainly gets down the field a fair way. Couldn't contain it, even maybe put it on the toe in the wet conditions.
There were a couple of Penrith players who were looking to get in a pretty good supporting position too, Paul, so he mightn't have gone all the way, but he had 2 or 3 blokes who were busting to get there.
Polamato. Timu angles. Looking for Penrith to fall off in defence, fall off in the slide. Relf has pulled down. Just inside the 20-metre line. Canterbury with a great chance here. Now Berrigan. 8 metres out. Hetherington. Hetherington has gone so close. He's called for the video. Hetherington thinks that he's scored.
Yeah, to the naked eye, he's got just cause as well. You think that momentum has taken him across. A good quick play of the ball. He got down low. And I don't think there's any doubt that that's going to be a try. McGilvray didn't get his hand under the football. He did come down short of the line, but he didn't improve it. Momentum took him there. It'll be a try.
Yeah, I think you'll find the same. The sliding momentum of Hetherington has carried him across without improving the ball, with the arm carrying the ball, and it's a try. Rain tumbling on the party, but Canterbury in front at the 23rd minute.
And the halfback here, Barry Berrigan, he's confirmed Chris Anderson's faith in bringing him into the starting lineup. He's been very dangerous, got a good play of the ball, just the one marker there in Phil Adamson. And the important thing, once again close to the line, was Hetherington. He got down low.
Well, all the players that Chris Anderson decided to start with in Hetherington, Solomon Hamano and Barry Berrigan doing their jobs.
Daryl Halligan with a very simple kick. That will bring up 200. 8 points to 2 Canterbury, 24th minute. Back with Halligan. I might have been premature in giving him a double century. If I am, I apologise, but Darryl wouldn't be worried about it. This is Williams. Phil Adamson. McGillivray, the player just prior to him. This is him with it again. Keen to get amongst it. Young Duncan.
Another big hit there, this time Hetherington down low, and as Penrith shaped the kick through Gower. It's amazing how little things in a game of rugby league change the course. Rod Silver picks it up 10 out from his own line. Another good chase from the Panthers. We saw Canterbury make the mistake. The ball went through the legs. Bobby Thompson came through, tried to pick it up. A mistake from Canterbury. It wasn't punished. And then in the next set of 6, they've run in the try.
Chris Anderson working the interchange busily tonight, Andrew.
An interesting observation on the way he has used the interchange tonight, and possibly an attempt to improve the Bulldogs' defence. So far in the first 25 minutes, he's rotated 5 of his 6 forwards, and I can't remember the last time Simon Gillies has been replaced in the first half of a match. Stephen Price is the only forward who hasn't had a breather so far in this game.
Hetherington again to the fore, having a brilliant opening to the game. Danny Farrer went in on the tackle. He came out of it wounded. Jorgensen comes away from his own 10-metre line. And the Canterbury enthusiasm depicted by the chase. Thompson, 28 out from his own line. They're down by 8 points to 2. And it is Girdler. He's got Beckett going inside. Beckett's got speed. Darren Brown's alongside him. Then he runs around him. Backs him up again. Oh, Robbie Beckett. Robbie Beckett. That is absolutely super. 8-6. Take a bow.
Well, we thought some of the tries on Saturday night were from the top draw. None better than this. And good work from Penrith to see a little bit of a gap out wide. This is wet weather, dry weather football into wet weather. He frees it there. You can see El Masri. He's allowed Girdler on the outside. And Girdler in and away, and as play continues, he beat Masri. All ends up. Robbie Beckett back on the inside. Darren Brown did a good job to be there. Now watch Beckett stay alive. Goes back on the inside. Beautiful stuff. Haven't they missed him this season? He's been dogged by injury once again, but he's a real plus to be back for the finals.
That's as good a try as you'd see all season. This one, it's an absolute cracker. Every player did everything right. The timing of the passes was just perfect. That one there. And then Beckett, I think he played for the City team a couple of years ago. And he backs up well. There would be no faster player on the field than Robbie Beckett.
Gee,
that is
try, isn't it?
That is just a superb effort. Everybody did their job, as Paul said, but Robbie Beckett, just wonderful stuff. Girdler from in front. 12 metres out, not a problem. We will take a break. Canterbury and Penrith after 27 are nose and nose.
And while the good one adds the extra score, Penrith Panthers is very locked. Kelly Orr, the elimination final. Changes made by Bulldogs. Travis Norton returns to the field. Travis is sponsored by Pickle High Top Service.
back at Belmore. Sudden death semi-final, 8 points all. I was about to make the point when Penrith laid on that sensational try that there's documented proof that Canterbury, when they get a good start, they normally go on with it. Now there's a Penrith player, McNamara, is in Disneyland. Polamatta, so busy. There's Carl, he's obviously going to have to come off. Oh, that's a big hit! Now let's identify. Ralph was on the end of it.
Yeah,
Jody Gall was the tackler.
Yeah, the number 50 came in, read it beautifully. One of his teammates being taken from the field now. Lovely shot there. Just wondering what the referee has seen here as to who's going to get the feed. That's McNamara being helped from the field. He has been in the wars tonight. You've got to give him plenty of credit because he continues to get up, unable to do so on this time.
Hang on, whoa.
It is the Penrith feed, and McNamara, well, he's got the rugby legs on.
So the Panthers, with Gower getting involved again with Girdler and Carter. The ball comes loose. And it's play on for Polamatta. 3 metres from the halfway line. Robert Ralph from dummy half, turning it back for Polamatta. Then for Britt. Britt gallops up the middle. Juggles, gets it back in. Berrigan to the blind. But Norton swerving off the right foot. Matt Adamson was made to miss. He was going one way. The runner was going the other. Britt again. 25 out from the line. 8 points all as Berrigan makes a dart. Now 15 out from Ralph. Some of these dummy half passes are ordinary. Polamatta's kick. Beckett will be taken in goal. It's a line dropout. So Canterbury will get themselves ready for another 6.
Nice work from Robbie Beckett. You've got to be able to do it at both ends. He dropped back there, and when he saw the kick, he covered it quite easily.
Well, in this performance, I'm still trying to work out how Canterbury got beaten 44-8 only a fortnight ago and how Adelaide defeated Penrith. They have lifted a cog for finals football.
Matt Adamson coming off. Back from injury for the game. Silva. He started this run back on the 50-metre line. Carter has cut him down. Berrigan uses the blind. Simon Gillies put down, 38 metres out. Darren Britt, very busy, the big fella. That's his 13th hit up. What's the nearest to him? Half that from Hormono, Berrigan and Polamatta. So Darren Britt, oh gee, the chances that Penrith have had
It's a knock on, it'll be Penrith
off
ball.
nothing.
Well, fortunately here, Penrith will get the football on this occasion. But again, the ball went to ground. If Penrith could have put the boot to it, not many Canterbury players at home. Darren Britt desperately trying to stay onside there, not touching the football. Gower, who's been fairly quiet tonight, he's been well contained. Fine support from the scrum wing.
This ground is very slippery. Jody Gall attracting plenty of interest. And a knock on a dummy half by Girdler. So Canterbury now will get another opportunity. Girdler, no excuses to offer probably. It was a reasonably sloppy play the ball, however. Polamatta, 38 metres away from the Penrith line. It's 8 points all. Price, a short ball for Timu. Rain continues to tumble down. 30-metre line. Britt. Phil Adamson comes over the top. They hold him down. They go to the blind side again. Price is put away. Now they're 18 metres out. Berrigan a dummy half. Price is not happy with Carter. Travis Norton goes back into the traffic. Again, they pump away at the blind side. Put down by Reardon.
We'll play this changeover.
That's the turnover. And play there by Pulatua. Now Williams. Centre of the ground, back on his own 10-metre line. Gall. Telstra. We thank them for their $1,000 Man of the Match award, which they've provided right through. Oh! He came bouncing out of the tackle. Girdler tries to promote. Now Gower. He admits that his own form has been down fractionally since a meteoric rise to representative football. Oh, Phil Adamson puts it down. Canterbury had a chance and they fritter it away.
Well, you can't believe some of the handling here tonight. I know that the wet weather is providing some excuses, but it's a lack of concentration as well. That one took the eyes off the football, never had control of it.
I'll tell you what else it is, Paul. I reckon this heavy defence we've seen tonight, a couple of blokes having a bit of a look-see to see where the next big hit's coming from. Not saying that was the case with Phil Adamson on that occasion, but so it happened a few times as Canterbury with a couple of chances late in this first half to go in with the lead. 8-all, 6 to go.
Halligan just inside the 30-metre line. Hetherington. That is Price. They're using the short side. They're using the blind a lot. Berrigan for Britt. Britt put down on the 10. Now, Berrigan's calling it open side. Through to Polomauta. Pass went off the shoulder of Timu. And he will give a penalty to Penrith. He's ruled that Darren Brown was interfered with as he pursued the football. 40-metre line. This is what happened. Yeah, the player on the ground from Canterbury didn't allow Darren Brown free passage. Matt Adamson again. 40-metre line. Canterbury's end. 36 gone. Gower! Price set him up. I thought when I saw the headgear it was Hormono.
No reason for Price to come in and get involved in that tackle a little bit later on. He's been fairly lenient there tonight, Graham Annesley. Steve Carter's been guilty a couple of times as well.
Goal. Now the last. They work the short side. Girdler's kick will give him a chance, but it's been put in touch in goal. Line dropout.
What a kick.
What a kick.
What a genius kick from Ryan Girdler. He's been in everything tonight. Kicked a couple of goals. He was instrumental in the try. And look at this. Straight down the touchline.
What's the story on Carl McNamara, Andrew?
Just a bit of concussion for Carl McNamara. He was in the rooms for about 4 or 5 minutes, but he's back on the bench now, but unlikely to be used before the second half.
I can't believe Girdler could control that ball as he did. And when you're talking about control, blokes like Girdler, they do have control over it. Now Matt Adamson winds it up. Gower. Farrell using Brown. Brown running like a 2-year-old. Out of the tackle. Back in the middle, Gower. 12 out, centre ground. From Carter to the right for Matt Adamson. Short ball for Pulatua. Pulatua has put it to him. He's over the line and Penrith grab the lead.
Yeah, it's come against the run of play in the last 4 or 5 minutes, but another simple missed tackle on the fringe of the ruck here leads to the try. Good strong charge here from Matt Adamson. He's having a good game. A one-on-one miss there. I think it was Polamander who got knocked off, and that was after a run by Darren Brown, running like a 2-year-old. Never seen a 2-year-old run that quick, to be quite honest. But Pulatua off the bench over the line.
Pulatua puts it down. It's good play from Penrith. That's a good offload there from Matt Adamson. Gee, he's been running hard. I've never seen him run this hard. Not just tonight, but the whole season. That's why he didn't make the Australian Super League team this season.
The good thing about Matt's game tonight is the fact he's had plenty of hit-ups, but his handling has been good. A couple of his fellow forwards have played strongly, but every now and then have mixed it up with a mistake.
Andrew on the sidelines. We've got Tony Pulatua on camera.
Yeah, a young bloke. This time last year, he was preparing for the schoolboy final. He's still eligible for the under-19s, but look, he's one of their top juniors. He played for John Paul II out there at Marryong. He really is a fine talent.
Girdler almost in front, but Darren Brown, let's not forget what he did. Girdler's got it beautifully away. A further 2 points they have converted. 4 into 6. This was Darren Brown.
I just like your comment, Paul. How many 2-year-olds have you seen run like that?
Turn it up. How many times we brought racing terminology into it?
I didn't realise that.
When the Queensland coach does it, you let him go. When I do it, you pick on me. Pulatua scores a try. Darren, you ran like a 2-year-old son. It's amazing what notoriety does for you.
Yeah, I've owned a couple of 2-year-olds, couldn't run that fast.
Now, there's been scant regard in some of these play the balls. Gillies did his best to clean it up and did. Hetherington.
Well, it's so important on nights like this, as a mistake made from Jason Hetherington, so another chance for Penrith. I wouldn't be surprised if they just set for a field goal if they've only got 1 or 2 tackles left. But in these conditions to play the ball, you've got to sacrifice a little bit of speed in the play the ball to get the technique exactly right to make it an easy pickup for the dummy half.
Well, Girdler is right behind the scrum. They've gone straight to Girdler. He puts the kick in. It's got the length and the height, and I think it's over the crossbar. It is. Girdler has potted a drop goal after the siren, and Penrith lead by 7.
Oh, there's nothing he can't do. Just scrapes over. I've seen some bombs not go that high.
This is one amazing footballer. His kicking prowess could take him to one of the all-time greats in that department. 15-8. Penrith over Canterbury as we break. 15-8. Penrith by 7 as we go into the second session. Canterbury with rain still driving down. Just inside their own red zone. This is Travis Norton. Not a good night weather-wise to be trailing by any amount of points. Darren Britt. Plenty of mistakes in the first half, but nevertheless entertaining. Reardon has been left on. Polamander kicking off the 40-metre line. Bouncing down favourably for Jorgensen. 3-man Canterbury tackle, the 0 tackle. Williams. Danny Farrell. McNamara, quite miraculously, is back on. If you missed the first half, he was very heavily concussed and assisted from the field. I can't believe that he's back there. Oh, Matt Adamson taking it up, and one of the Canterbury players, I think it's Reardon. He hasn't moved. Now he has, thankfully. Gower. Matt Adamson. He's left a dent on the Canterbury defence line every time he's taken it up. El Masri. 5 metres out from their own line. Canterbury under pressure. Now one of the Penrith players has had a similar fate to Reardon down the other end. They try and spread the ball across to El Masri. The Penrith player.
Looks like Danny Farah from that shot there as Canterbury continue on. Ball back inside, a few holes there against this 12-man defence. That pass, it's come off the boot, so it'll be play on.
Jorgensen did well. Covered it up. Danny Farah in heaps of trouble down the other end of the ground. They're bringing him off. Thompson. That was the tackle. He went in and his head hit the hip of Daryl Halligan.
His right ears.
Oh, it's just hanging
in
here.
Trouble.
Oh, I doubt if we'll see him again tonight. I think that's Morven Edwards, one of the players helping him off. Haven't seen much of him this season. Been out injured, Peter, has he?
I'm not sure. It's definitely Morven Edwards.
Until the ball clears, not
Some
when I
more
blow
blood.
the whistle.
Jody Gall.
When I blow
The
the whistle,
sideline.
it's tackled 3. Marcus stay there. Come back, Canterbury.
What's the story on Morven Edwards, Andrew?
Oh, just on Morven Edwards, yeah, he had a knee reconstruction a lot earlier in the season, so he hasn't played much football at all.
Thanks, mate.
Phil Adamson. So plenty of activity. Jody Gall is off in the blood bin. This is Brett Boyd. Been with Penrith for a number of years now, formerly with the Canberra club.
It is handy that you lose a very good hooker in Farah and bring on Brett Boyd. He's a very good player.
And play similar styles, don't they, Paul? They're built the same way. They're very, very strong in defence. Quick out of dummy half.
Steady, gent, steady.
Nothing lost there at all, with no disrespect to Danny Farah's. Berrigan feeds the scrum. String together 2 passes to Halligan centre field. 25 out from their own line.
Polomata. And a penalty against Penrith. They got inside the 10 on the short side. Canterbury have been working away on the blind side so frequently tonight. You come to expect that from some clubs, St George in particular, Canterbury. They love to play blindside as much as they can. 15-8. We'll go to Andrew in a moment. Oh, Polomata taken out. Jorgensen. No, he had to put a hand on it. I'm just wondering where his feet were. Annesley is taking it back for a line dropout.
Yeah, just keep an eye on Polomata there. Nothing wrong with that. That was simultaneous. And then Jorgensen, he left it to the last second. And just as well he nabbed it.
Just watching that left foot. You see, with his foot on the dead ball line, I would have thought that the ball is over the dead ball line as far as anybody touching it's concerned. Gillies. See, there's the foot on the dead ball line. My understanding is that it's the same as the touch line. If I had a foot on the touch line, whatever happens, the ball is out. Not off me. Now Berrigan, a stabbing kick. Williams, can he get it back, Jason Williams? Can he what? Good work by the former Bulldog. Matt Adamson. They go spraying. Boyd.
Yeah, let him go one more.
He has got a physique, hasn't he, Matt Adamson, who played with him at Parramatta.
He's the world's sexiest man.
No, you are, Paul. He was a fullback and winger back then, and he's obviously spent some time in the weight room, but he hasn't lost his athleticism, and that's important. A lot of people do get in and bulk up. That ball lost by Phil Adamson had a little bit of help, but called play on. But he still has maintained his ability to cover the ground very quickly.
Ralph. Andrew, what did you find out at half-time for us?
Well, firstly on injuries, Danny Farrell, without going into the gory details, it's a very nasty laceration near his ear. And from the coaches, very briefly, Roy Simmons, he wanted his side to kick early in the tackle count when they're in their own territory, and when they get on the attack to use the bomb a little more, and completing their sets of 6 was a great concern for him. Discipline, no silly penalties in this half. And from Chris Anderson, I can sum it up best by just saying it was a real old-fashioned rev-up. He wants just a greater effort from his players.
Solomouta came drifting across. They've got a penalty. He's played the advantage, Annesley, and given the penalty to Canterbury.
And that's good refereeing to play the advantage. Daryl Halligan will step up here to put his team back within a converted try. But Graham Annesley, he allowed Canterbury to continue on in trying to score the try. The ball was put down by Stephen Price. Let's have a look at the Penrith players. No way known did they get back. Good refereeing. Ball goes to ground, no more advantage. So the penalty awarded. Had a good game tonight, Annesley.
He has, and he's a very experienced referee, and when things are getting a bit feisty early in the game, he just calmed things down. He didn't lose his head. He's done a good job.
19 metres both ways here for Halligan. And he hits it sweetly. Got a lovely shot on it. That puts them back to 5 points. Bill Harrigan watching intently at the 47. Billy Johnston, I think it is, further along in that row of seats, played hooker for Canterbury in a grand final victory from memory. Professional pugilant too, I think, Billy Johnson from memory. Here's Matt Adamson, the human.
Yeah, he's a boxer.
The human ramrod. McNamara. Brown. Gee, the boys the whippersnappers are really on top tonight, aren't they? Now Boyd losing his footy. Razor sharp commentary from the boys tonight. Gower to the 40.
That's a great run. He's picked up 10 metres with 3 Canterbury defenders clinging onto him. Carter now out of dummy half, gets the kick in. Touched by Silver, so they're onside.
Away from Thompson, away from Williams, and inside Phil Adamson. Great return by Rod Silva. Robert Ralph just inside the 40-metre line. It was 7 at half-time, now it's 5. Britt. Norton. Solomouta. Williams. Palomouta's after him. Robert Ralph came up out of the line and put Girdler away before he caused any trouble. Robbie Beckett in front of his shorts, blue, where he dived in for one of the season's great tries. Thompson. Beckett. McNamara. Swallowed up by Price. Matt Adamson. Big kick. Oh, he's put it up on Canterbury Road. It was a big kick, all right. Way down in the in goal. Here comes Silva. Pulled down by Boyd.
Well, the first chaser might have missed, but gee, it's still a good result. I don't think I've ever seen a ball kick that far as Halligan. Second tackle takes it 18 out.
Timu. Linking up with Matt Ryan. It required a good tackle and Girdler provided. Britt. Now it's Berrigan. Ball loose for Penrith. Girdler. 5 metres into Canterbury's territory.
And that's been the only blemish on Barry Berrigan's game tonight, the fact that he's made a couple of busts and firstly came up with a drop ball, that time a wayward pass. He's been very dangerous in attack, but sometimes at the end of it, the mistake has been forthcoming.
Brown. Boyd. Back for Gower. Gower. Put down over the top by Price. Underneath by John Timu. Then come. On the left, it is Gore. 15 metres into Canterbury's area. Leading by 5, Penrith. Matt Adamson again. Now the last. Carter. Kick is not bad. Touched in flight. Everybody onside automatically. And now El Masri. Silva wasn't expecting it. Had to put himself into top gear immediately. Little sloppy passage of play here by Canterbury. Ralph just beyond the red zone. Flung down by Pulatua. Britt. Pulatua again. Polamaunda. Ah, good kick. Very adventurous, but finding the line 30 metres away. Next Saturday, just looking at that kick, Polamaunda, I don't think he intended to go quite that close. And then he's put down by Pulatua and grabs at that right thigh. Next Saturday night, we are at Stockland Stadium for the Brisbane clash with Cronulla Sutherland. It's a 6:30 telecast. The match starts at 6 in Townsville. Gower. Carter's pass. Dry weather pass. Girdler. Gore. Back. Thompson. Hit. Got it away. Boyd on. McGilvray. Through. Now to Pulatua. 42 metres away from the Canterbury line. Brown. Cuts out one. Picks up Boyd. Boyd gets it away. Girdler trying to catch and pass, but it's on to ground.
Well, Emersley was right in line. The Penrith players are blowing up. I thought that might have been play on as it was passed backwards. It was knocked down by a Canterbury player. Good break made by Brett Boyd.
Now I'm sure, Paul, that will show it was touched by the Canterbury.
There it is, yeah. It's knocked down by El Masri. And that, for mine, was play on.
Well, that's what Girdler was blowing up about. Canterbury 25 away from their own line. 141 tackles to 139, so there's nothing there. 15-10, 55 minutes, Penrith in front. Norton. Phil Adamson. 3 metres from the halfway. Canterbury trailing by 5. Pulatua scored one of the Penrith tries. Simon Gillies in trouble in the back play. Darren Brown intercepted by Berrigan. They come across in cover. He beats one. Got the ball away legitimately to Gillies. Gillies finds Polomouta in the centre. Polomouta's still going. He's still going. And can they get it over the line?
Yes.
It is Rod Silver. Rod Silver. He has scored a miraculous try.
Well, they took the intercept on this side of the field. He got away, Barry Berrigan. Cover coming across from Peter Jorgensen. It looked as though it was going to break down there. Threw the left arm out. Good reaction from Jorgensen to get over and across. He misses the tackle, but it's kept alive. Gillies throws the long pass across to Polomouta. Slow motion from then on. Just waiting to see who's going to come in and make the tackle. They push away. Girdler misses him. Beckett comes in on El Masri. So too a couple of other Penrith players. And El Masri able to offload to Rod Silver.
Well, it took them an hour to get there, but they eventually did. And you've got to say, some great attacking play and some great defence as well. The Penrith players, they look out in their feet, but they got there. They just lacked one more man to hang on. The space was out wide, and then Polomouta, he created the try. He held it up, and then that's probably the miss, the one there from Girdler.
And the fact they got 2 in on this tackle and Jorgensen wasn't able to wrap it up. And the ball was thrown.
Callaghan from the touchline, just offline. We'll go to a break. There is 1 point the difference at the 62nd.
It's a 1 point ball game. Panthers 16, Bulldogs 14. Let's access the way to the ball.
Back at Belmore. And a nail-biter. With under 18 minutes to go, Penrith by 1 point. A field goal after the half-time siren. That is the difference. Pulatua.
Getting the feeling, Ray, that Canterbury are just starting to finish the strong goes. Pulatua does get out of a couple. Penrith have been very physical up front, but I think they've taken a bit of a battering as well. And talk about the home ground advantage. This is where it could come to the fore. 17 to go, point behind. The crowd is going to be very vocal from here on in.
Gore. Touched in flight. Silver. And he's come up with a couple of tries in the last 7 days that will be long remembered. Berrigan. Talking of Berrigan, there was one thing that I didn't have a chance to talk about. When he passed off the ground, I'm just wondering if there was a Penrith hand on him. It was a photo finish. That's all I could tell from watching it once. Berrigan.
Well, he's had a great game, I know that, Barry Berrigan. He's really tested the line every time he's run with the football. He's had a great game, as well as Travis Norton. It's the best game I've seen Travis Norton play. Crowd calling for a knock on there from Jorgensen. The referee looked long and hard at it.
And he also looked to his touch judge to see if the touchy could help him, and he's called play on. Williams nearly slices through. It must have been a close thing. Let's have a look if the hand gets involved. That'll do. Play on.
I think they got it right. Boyd using the short side. Brown using Gore. Rain hasn't stopped. Gower. Adamson. Well, he's got plenty of wraps on him, Craig Gower. Here's Girdler. Beckett. Touch judge has got the flag in the air. I was about to say, this is the time for Craig Gower to really pull something out of the hat.
This for a pass. Ryan Girdler flicks it out to Robbie Beckett. Foot just touches the line. As Mel Mesri making good ground to get to the flying Beckett.
Steady, gents.
Canterbury down by 1. And at the moment down the wrong end of the ground. Problems for their halfback, or 5/8, Polomauta. One of the trainers walking him in back play as they get a penalty, Canterbury.
Well, I thought he just lost this ball and he tried to get up and play the ball. There's no hand there, nothing.
Price putting a shoulder into Carter. Britt. Reardon. Mears. Ralph. Good hard stuff. Really semi-final stuff here. You have to think of some of the mistakes, but it's greasy out there tonight. They've been hitting like hammers. Reardon for Silva. Silva for Polomauta. Now for Timu. Knocked down by Penrith, was it? Not indicated. Masri. El Masri. 12 metres out from the line. Canterbury about to go to the lead. Polomauta. Herculean performance by Polomauta. Berrigan on 5. Beautiful kick. Ryan puts it down. Annesley will want to look at it, I think.
I think there's a knock on. Is it John Timu who's claimed the try?
I think Matt Ryan actually picked the ball up. The way he put it down, I'm just thinking he thinks there was a knock on there. They don't look real confident, do they, the Canterbury boys?
No, they've stayed there. Normally they would be walking back to halfway, but I think you'll find that this is going to be a knock on.
Yeah, it's come off the winger.
Yeah, I think John Timu has got a touch as well. Timu's the widest man there. It's El Masri, actually, you're right. So yeah, it's with the same result, you would think.
So we wait for it, and here it comes.
The body language from both teams says it's no try.
It is no try. So back to the 20 for the restart. And that time consumption could only help Penrith. Jody Gall almost volunteering the tackle.
Well, that's the thing about Penrith, isn't it? They're doing it real hard. That's a good run from Adamson, but they are just hanging on.
Gall again. That had some more purpose about it. Boyd getting a pass round the corner for Matt Adamson. That run didn't have the sting.
Penrith are just trying to get in a position where they can play good field position and hope that they can hang on in defence. I don't know if that's going to be good enough to win this.
Rod Silva just inside the 20-metre line. .5 minutes to go. Elimination semi-final. Mitch Newton coming into the game. Darren Britt. Ryan. Silva. Stepping. 40-metre line. Mears. Shovel back for Reardon to give out for Polomauta. Britt is coming off. Newton goes on. Berrigan. Norton. 1 point. Penrith in front. But they're wobbling. Penrith are staggering. Canterbury's coming down the hill. Palamouta. Jorgensen.
Well, it was an easier catch in the end for Peter Jorgensen than what it shaped as. Barry Berrigan was called offside by the referee, and he did back out of it. He didn't go on with the tackle, or he would have been penalised. So good refereeing, good work from Berrigan to realise 10 minutes is a long time to wobble, Ray.
McNamara. Now Matt Adamson with one of those typical runs from the young man. Gower. Girdler. 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 Oh, Brown got it away for Beckett. Great football by Girdler and Brown. Here's Brown again. Shrugging away from Reardon. Shut down by Britt. Gower puts a kick in. Silva is tackled and forced back into the end goal.
Whoa.
All they did was finish the tackle. All they did was finish the tackle.
This is a big call. It's a line dropout. 9 minutes to go.
Change made by the Panthers, number 50 back on, Judge Ball.
So, Graham Annesley ruling a line dropout on Canterbury as we bring you back for the last 9 minutes. The tackle was made in the field of play and then a cannon effect. A cannon effect saw Silva grounding the ball in goal. Now, it would seem justice has been done.
Well, the referee has ruled that there's a knock-on here, and he's explaining why, but I can't see it. The ball seemed to just propel back. Here's Silverback's run back into the end goal. And this is the knock-on. Oh, well, yeah, he did lose the ball forward, and then it was ricocheted back, so I apologise to Annesley.
Palamouta. Robert Ralph, John Timu, Robert Mears, knocked backwards. Price scooping it for Berrigan. Berrigan running away, then swatted. Palamouta again. And Norton beating a couple.
The other thing that Penrith have got to be aware of is not to give away a penalty inside their 40 metres, because Halligan, he'll nail one if they give him an opportunity. Last tackle now against the Dogs.
Berrigan. Palamouta. How strong's he been, Paul Palamouta?
He's been terrific, not only in attack and his kicking game's been good, but also in defence. Here's a good run by Beckett.
10 metres away from his own line, Robbie Beckett. McGilvray. Thought about passing. He's only just got possession. McNamara. Heavily concussed in the first half. Marvellous comeback by the big man, the veteran. Gower's gone without it. Canterbury another chance. Mears. Newton can get rid of the ball. 15 out. 1 point behind. Reardon. Back for Mears. It went backwards.
Knock on.
Oh, there's been a knock-on call.
Yeah, he's a good pass there, but there was a hand stuck out from a Canterbury player and it's been knocked on, according to Annesley. He's played well too, Steve Reardon, tonight. This is the offload. The support, it's Mears. The ball goes forward.
That's what he's ruled. The ball was propelled forward from Robert Mears. Now Penrith get a penalty. 5 minutes, 5.5 to go. Boyd is off. Casey has come on. Gower for the line.
And we mentioned on Saturday night, if it was a draw and they got close, that it would go to 10 minutes each way and sudden death after that if the scores were still locked up. Of course, that will apply in this match as well. So Canterbury, if they do get an opportunity and feel as though they can't get over the line, they might try and slot it over for the point and then look to get the money. After 20 minutes, they mightn't need it. The pass has gone astray.
Jorgensen goes back and cleans it up. Garen Casey only just on the field, a dummy half. Threw the ball into no man's land. Was looking for the clearing kick. Now they've got a kick. William. Carter. Then he gets the kick in. Down to the 20. El Masri runs away from Williams. Pulled down by Garen Casey.
Oh, somebody go and revive Ross Simmons. When Williams scooted off from dummy half, I reckon the Penrith coach, he would have hit the deck. Fortunately, Steve Carter took the pass and got a great kick down, and the result has been outstanding for them. Jason Williams, he walked a fine line.
Solomon Homono, Berrigan knocks on, advantage for Gower. 25 metres out, zero tackle. McNamara.
I'm just wondering if Penrith are thinking of a field goal, because if they went to that 2-point lead, it would nullify any chance Canterbury had of kicking one and getting a draw, and also they would get the ball from the kick-off and keep it way back down in Canterbury's quarter.
Brown.
I think they've got to be a bit more confident in that, Paul. I think they've got to stay down here and get the ball into the in-goal area on the last tackle. Possession and field position is all important to them. They've got both at the moment, and if they construct it well, they can keep it for a couple of minutes longer.
Casey finding Gower. And that is Gall. Back in for Gower. 2 metres from the line. Now, the ricochet effect. And it is a turnover for Canterbury. Newton to the 10-metre line. Saturday night's telecast at 6:30 from Stockland Stadium. The Sharks in Brisbane. Starts at 6 o'clock. 6:30, you will see the match on television. Then Monday next, 8:30, Canberra versus the winner of this. Homono away for Polomounta and then for Silva.
That was a great tackle from the fullback, Jorgensen. He read that so well.
Mears to the halfway line. Ryan El Masri runs into Casey. Now they're into Penrith's area. 2.5 minutes to go. Still it's anybody's game. And the ball got propelled forward to an offside player who got involved. Penrith get a penalty. 2 minutes. 2 minutes for Penrith to hang on. And 2 minutes for Canterbury to dig themselves out of this grave. The winner goes to Canberra for Monday night. McNamara. 91 grand final member. Matthew Adamson again. The steadying effect would have gone out there from Coach Simmons. Nothing stupid. Gower, did he lose it? Yes. And it's a knock-on. Canterbury gets their last chance.
A minute to go. This has been one of the most absorbing Super League matches I've seen all year, and it's going down to the wire.
Great shot put on by Stephen Price, who I think's been Canterbury's best. Ball came out, Steve Carter claiming, trying to plead with the referee that the ball went backwards. This is it. Canterbury, well, they've kicked early. I can't believe it.
They had a minute. Jorgensen. And anticipated beautifully.
No, dumb play.
You can almost get 6 tackles out of a minute.
Yeah, that's a bad play, that.
This is Garen Casey. Tackled on the 30-metre line. The final seconds. Carter, he'll kill this.
Yeah, they just need to run from dummy half now for the last 3 tackles.
Yeah, don't pass it.
It just went on Canterbury. They could have made a bust in 3 or 4 tackles. Anything could have happened.
Now, it is Pulatua. One of the senior players will put his hand up, surely. Williams knows what it's all about. A matter of seconds. Penrith in front by 1 point. Pulatua. There it is. There's the siren. Penrith have survived. Canterbury goes out. Penrith will play Canberra next Monday in sudden death again. Penrith winning by that field goal margin provided by Girdler after the halftime siren. We'll take a break and we'll come back to Belmore. A dejected Canterbury coach, no doubt. Peter and Paul with the wrap. Andrew will have the Telstra $1,000 man of the match. That's on the other side of this.